Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. So today Rich Lambert posted a few things in the feedback threads of each classes on the PTS forum. Now I do not know if those are all the changes coming, but I just want to go quickly through them because some changes are really exciting. Let's start with the Sorc. Basically only one change, Malicious Curse, so it's gonna explode at 3.5 seconds again and it's gonna echo at 8.5 seconds. So what does that mean? PvPers are more than happy because it stays unchanged. PvEers are also more than happy because it just received a huge damage buff. Like, that's freaking insane. I'm not sure if it's just gonna be too OP now. Anyway, that's basically it for Sorc. Like, Magicka Sorcs are in a kind of good position, I guess. Stem Sorcs, I don't think we even need to talk about those because they're just OP as fuck, but whatever. Now, DK. So there's also a few things like Obsidian Shard. They increase the speed of the projectile, which is cool, makes it harder to block or to avoid. Fury Grip, so you cannot dodge roll this thing anymore. So what does that mean? Finally, all those master anglers can finally fish those motherfucking Nightplates out of nowhere. No, it's just like, maybe it's gonna be used more because you can't dodge roll it anymore, which is a cool thing, I think. They reduced the speed buff a little bit, but who cares? Now remember, it's still blockable. Then we have Dragon Leap, so that's probably the most exciting change for me because you cannot dodge roll this anymore. You still can outrange it, but you can't just like... The Dragon Knight literally leaps in front of your face or into your face, and you like people just use to dodge roll so they don't get any damage. It's not gonna be possible anymore, so they have to take it or block. I really like that change. That's cool. Now that's basically it for DK. I mean, are the issues resolved? I don't know. Magicka DK in PvE is probably the strongest setup and it just got further buffed. PvP wise, it still lacks mobility. It would have great damage if you could play it in light armor, but you're just gonna get rolled over if you play in light armor, so everybody ends up with heavy armor builds most likely, which make your abilities not hit really hard. That's still a problem, but whatever. Let's continue. Now, Templars. So, let's go first through them. So we have Biting Jabs will now be undodgeable. So this is cool. I like it because it was so like it's still easy to avoid, but I just like that you can't just like dodge roll it in front of your face anymore. So that's a cool thing. And then the base cost is now like 20% reduced. That's cool because it's probably one of the most expensive spammable skill in the game, most likely. Then Radial Sweep. Initial hit of damage is now undodgeable. This is cool because I literally haven't seen anybody use this skill in PvP because first off, it has only like a 5 or 6 meters radius. It does not good damage and you can dodge it. Now, will it be used? No, it will not be used because Dawnbreaker is still so much stronger. it's really whatever. Now Crescent Sweep, they finally changed this to physical damage. I like that. Will it be used for a stem dude? Most likely not, because Flawless, the Dawnbreaker of Smithing for PvP is still too strong. And in PvE most likely also not, because either Rend or Dawnbreaker are outperforming it. But whatever. It's a good first change, I like that. Then we have Piercing Javelin, increase the speed of the projectile by 40%. Now, that's kind of sick, because when my body in PvP, like, it's so funny to see, like, nobody is already blocking this because they don't expect it, and now they just buffed it. That's cool. It's gonna be so hilarious. Binding Javelin, reduce the stamina cost. Really nice. And then we have Backlash, reduce the amount of damage needed to reach the cap and increase the percentage of damage released. So it's probably still gonna do the same damage than before. It's just like they increase the percentage and lower the ceiling of damage you need to put into it, which is nice. Now Templars overall, Magicka Templars I think got the biggest nerf out of all classes in this update. Then, I mean, they're still strong, right? Like they have a lot of AoE DPS, but they're still strong. But now, Stamina Templars. So we all know, like, there is literally... Sure, there's a few Templars in the game, but there's, like... In PvE, they don't exist, because they're too weak. In PvP, they also don't really... There is a few, but not a lot, because everything else is just a lot stronger. Now, those changes mainly help make them a little bit more viable in PvP. Yet they still lack Magicka dump ability and good sustain, like resource management. Biting Trap will still, like, I don't know, whatever. Now, PvE wise, it's not really gonna help anything because there is no real damage increase in there. And we all know stamina characters, they need Maelstrom weapons to be viable at all, at least if you want to aim for really high scores on leaderboard runs. But then probably next patch there is no point running stamina anyway, so whatever. I really would have loved to see them make Burning Light proc on everything. And maybe reduce the proc chance, otherwise it would be too strong. Or give them some kind of dot from like... like most Magicka Templars are using reflective light, so I would have loved to see them Vampire's Bane being converted into a stamina dot, like make it poison damage or whatever disease, something like that. That would make Templars a lot more viable, especially for PvE. Now Nightplates, there we have a few changes. In-cap strike got a small cost increase to 70 from 50 ulti points. It's still too strong. It applies, like, they should remove the healing debuff, and then it actually probably would be fine. And it's still too strong. Now, Path of the Darkness, increase the base ability's damage by 25%, and then Twisting Puff increase the damage of this morph by 7%. So that AoE is gonna hit pretty hard now. This is especially nice for PvE because we all know Nightplates have been lacking damage. Now they already got the small buff through the changes from Destro abilities, Destro passives, but this one will even help them more. Like, that's a huge damage increase. That's cool. Is it enough? Probably not, but it's a start, so that's good. And then I still think Stem Blades are too strong, especially in PvP. PvE, same issue. They can pull more damage than Stem Templars, but they're still far behind Stem Sorcs or Stem DKs. Anyway, again, I don't know if those are all the changes coming. I like the changes that are being implemented overall, I must say. I hope it's just the beginning. So it is very important that we keep giving them feedback, because it really looks like they are listening a little bit, so that's cool. What do you think about those changes, guys? Please leave a comment in the comment section below, and maybe like when the PTS drop I will probably do another video, so maybe we can gather some cool ideas and then we will see what happens. Anyway, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Cheers.